So we head to our last pre-final of the 2024 Belgian Max Challenge. Here it is, the starting grid for Senior Rotax, the pre-final. Vic Stevens and Jaden Teen line up on the front row ahead of Boluet and Sebastian Koch. Row 3, Lawrence Herbos and Jort van Wyk. Miel Hendricks, Ruben Verheyen, Mika van der Pavet and Sverre Ubben round out the top 10. Kaz Dobben, Martin Geiskens, Giorgio Markenstein, Matthias Schantz, Ralf van der Pavet, Enes de Mercaya, Olivier Jonkers, Lex Quintens, Lane van der Meer and Dante Sima round out the top 20. Completing the 24-strong grid, Jack de Kock, Scott Westhovens, Kevin Navis, and I'm really, really pleased to see Lotus Tveen back on the grid. Had a talk with her earlier on. She said her foot was giving her a little bit of discomfort, but she is well. She wanted to find one of the medical team and just try and make sure it all got checked out. So her being in the car is a good sign. So after this, it's game on for the finals, folks. We are running a little bit behind schedule at the moment, but we've managed to get the Senior Max. Yeah, we're running about 10 minutes or so behind time, but obviously with the delays that we had earlier. However, after this, so it will be a very short interlude, I'm sure, before we get underway with the finals. And this is where the real meat and potatoes. It's like the real sort of like you're waiting for the dessert to come along, and then all of a sudden it hits at the same time. So Senior Rotax, the most competitive, most dynamic in terms of pure controlled aggression and racing speed. There's no gears to select. You are literally steering wheel, brake, and throttle. But it's all about precision. It's all about composure. It's all about motivation. And more importantly, in the words of Mark Blundell, the will to win. Into the tram lines we go. Revs rise, lights are out straight away. No hesitation from race director Martin Liner to set the field in motion. Into turn numbers 1 and 2 for the first time. And everyone neatly making it through thus far. Good call by all the seniors just to sort of measure it correctly. But Jaden Teen is currently down in P3 at the moment. Looks like Boluet managed to slipstream Vic Stevens into second position. Field makes its way through turn number 8. And again, look at the train. Look at the train. It's composed, but we have got 2 GKS carts next to each other. I think that was Martin Geiskens and Giorgio Markenstein. Oh, careful going through turn 10, ladies and gents. But the opening lap, that is very, very clean, what we've just seen. That's brilliant stuff. But Jaden Teen straight on the counter offensive. Through he goes on Boluet. So that is a change for second position. So let's have a look at it this way, shall we, folks? 5th place for Lawrence Herbos, 48 points. Vic Stevens currently leading, 55. Here we go again with these. I thought my spreadsheet had worked itself out. Obviously, it decided to go against me today. But it is going to be very, very close indeed. Gaps are going to be shrunk rather rapidly over the course of the next 8 minutes, 10 seconds plus an additional lap. But at the moment, it is still Vic Stevens leading the way. So Sverre Ubben at the moment running 9th. That is 44 points. Ollie Jonkers, 13th. 40 points for him. Miel Hendricks, currently running 6th, is on 47. There is a lot of action going on at the moment, so I am trying to keep my eyes on both, well, 3 screens at the minute. There's a lot to take in at the moment, folks, considering it is Championship Sunday. Ruben Verheyen at the moment is currently 7th, 46 points. So at the minute, it looks like we are going to have... Now, Ollie Yonkers, where is he at the moment? 13th at the minute, so that is 40 for him. Sverre Ubben is currently running 9th, and that is 44. So at the end of this, we are going to have I think 2 drivers could be in a chance with a ticket. But of course, we'll get to that business next time out. But at the moment, Jaden Teen, on the way things are standing, even if he finishes second, he will have a 9-point advantage over Vic Stevens going to the final race of the season. Stevens, however, is in the pound seat for the ticket. So with 6.5 minutes to go, plus an additional lap in this last pre-final of the 2024 Rotax Belgian Max Challenge season here at the home of champions. Vic Stevens is fighting his lead, slightly truncated, bit by bit, by hundredths of a second, no doubt. Meantime, good move by Sebastian Koch, who's got past Kaz Tobben. That is 10th for the German driver, which puts him on 43 points. Okay, that keeps him still ahead of Ruben Verheyen in the championship standings. But there is, look at this train. This train, okay, the entire field, all the way down to Rein van der Meer, after 4 laps, covered by 8.7 seconds. The field is stretching out a little bit now. Good work by Lotus Tween. She's up 6 spots, now 18th. Fastest lap of the race so far. Lawrence Herboz, 54.935. Closing in on Jort van Wyk, the 333. Jort has had a mixed season this year, if I'm completely honest. He made it to the first and the second rounds of the season. Decided not to participate in the 3rd round at Kerpen, but has come back. But I'm keeping a keen eye on what's happening at the front end of the field. And quite specifically, because of the fact I know that there's someone wanting to win a ticket. But when you want to win that ticket, you want to be the Belgian champion. You don't want someone stealing your thunder. So Vic Stevens, I know for a fact, if... I'm going to say it like this. Jaden Teen would have to finish 8th or lower in the final to not take the title. And for Vic Stevens to win. And considering the fact that Jaden Teen has had a successive run of 5 race wins. Oh, dive and a half there from Miel Hendricks. And that was on the 333 of Jort van Wyk. And Hendricks is through. That's 5th place now. So 0.3 of a second separate first and second place. Vic Stevens leading the way. Jaden Teen in second. Boluet in third. Lawrence Herboz. Miel Hendricks. Jort van Wyk. Sverre Ubben. It's getting a bit close between the 331 of Lotus Tween and, now that is Lotus Tween past Germany's Enes Dimenakaya, the driver from Voigt Motorsport. And good to see Mr. Voigt yesterday evening. Always accompanied by Fabian Bock, DD2 driver, now turned man on the tools. But the lead now that Vic Stevens has, well, Jaden Teen has... right, breakaway has happened. And now Sverre Ubben up the inside of Jort van Wijk. That is now 6th place. That is now 47 points. For the 344 from GKS. So, that means mathematically there are 4 drivers in with a chance of a ticket. However, the gap between... Okay, at the moment, with Lawrence Herbeau's currently in 4th place, that is 49 points. That puts him 27 behind Vic Stevens. So 1 minute and 30 to go, plus an additional lap. And Vic Stevens looking to break Jaden Teen's win streak, and it's on the road. So 1 minute and 10 to go. We've got some side-by-side action between. Well, that is the 389 on the outside. Lex Quinton's probably with Kevin Navis for close company. But things are starting to close up a little bit. Well, we have got Vic Stevens still leading. Second is going to be Jaden Teen. Third, Boluet. Fourth, Lawrence Herbeau, now 4th place for the number 398, running with Bouvin Power. Miele Hendricks, Sverre Ubben. Ubben's just put in the fastest lap of the race. Oh, nice move there. Who was that? Martin Gaiskens on, I think that might have been on Kaz Tobin. Yes, it is, because Ollie Yonkers is just ahead in the 316. So Ollie Yonkers now running 11th. That's 42 points for him. Might be an outside bet, but the timer is now about to expire. 3, 2, 1, 0. The clock strikes. Oh, and we've just had someone go off. Right, who was that? Might have been Kaz Tobin possibly, but final lap is underway. Vic Stevens leading Jaden Teen by nearly 4.5 tenths of a second as we head on to the 12th and final lap. It was Kaz Tobin. That's a real shame. Kaz Tobin out, having moved up the order progressively, and that is going to be 23 runners and riders making it to the checkered. But the leaders making their way through turn 7 for the final time. Vic Stevens, despite the best efforts of Jaden Teen to keep his race-winning streak alive. So Jaden Teen, that is his second place finish of the season. Everything else has been a win. But after 5 races in a row, the checkered is going to wave. And out of the final corner, Vic Stevens takes the win in the pre-final ahead of Jaden Teen. Boluet back to his best. 3rd place for the man off on the sidelines for 10 weeks. Lawrence Herbeau, Miele Hendricks, Sverre Ubben, Jort van Wijk, Ruben Verheyen, Mika van der Pavert, and Ollie Yonkers ran at the top 10. And, well, we've seen Kevin Navis drop to the bottom end of the field. He didn't get past sector number 2, I'm afraid. So, Martin Gaiskens, Ralph van der Pavert, Lotus Tween from last to 13th. Well done to the young lady from Denmark. Ahead of Matthias Schantz, Enes Demirkaya rounds out the top 15. Giorgio Markenstein, Scott Westhovens, Lex Quinton, Sebastian Koch, Jack de Kock, Dante Sima, Rein van der Meer rounds out the last of the 22 drivers that finished all 12 laps. Kevin Navis out with 1 lap to go, and Kaz Tobin out with 2 to go.